In the following story, the headmaster of a boys' finishing school has an awkward meeting with the parents of one of his pupils when they arrive at the end of the semester to pick him up. My name is Will Johns. I'm from Killian Hill Christian School, and today I will be performing Finishing School by John C. Havens. Ah, yes. Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Smithers. Did you have a good drive up? Enjoy the foliage. Our school has some of the best foliage in the area. We have award-winning hibiscus. Speaking of biscuits, would you like one? Nice chalky bicky with some tea. No. Hot water. Steamed milk. How about stamps? Do you enjoy them? I'm an avid collector. I actually have 278 different stamps that all feature pictures of melons, if you can believe it. There's cantaloupe, guava, muskmelon. What's that? Well, I believe it's called muskmelon, or perhaps that's the scent of cologne I'm wearing. Anyway, I also collect coins with pictures of figs on them. Unfortunately, there's only the one I have so far. Pardon? Stalling? How do you mean? That reminds me of a joke. I have to tell it in a Russian accent. Convert! What do you call a coffee that makes you wait? Joe Stalling. Get it? Joe Coffee, Stalin, Stalling. Okay, comrade, how about this one? What do you call a bovine covered in green turf? Moscow, Moscow. Right then. I suppose you'll be wanting to see little Reginald as it is the end of the semester. Lovely, yes. Allow me to begin by saying that I appreciate that by putting dear Reginald here, you have put your most sacred trust in me and my school for young boys. That is why it is with deepest regret that I must inform you that dear Reggie is dead. Now, I can surmise by your collective expression that you require an explanation as to your son's earthly, removal. Fair enough. You did have a rather long drive to get here. Past all of our lovely foliage. Did I mention the hibiscus? Yes, I did. You see, in the short time your blessed urchin was amongst us, he alone was the catalyst for the mental derangement and or physical incapacitation of 3/4 of my student body. Lovely little Reggie, spawn of your loins, reveled in terrorizing all his classmates by engaging in such quaint and, shall I say, banal pranks as hooking electrical wires to the wash basin in the boys' room. Suffice it to say, being awoken at 3 o'clock in the morning by the unholy shrieking of a 10-year-old boy is not as pleasant as, say, a lovely ripe watermelon with a bit of brown sugar. I still vividly remember what Conan McDoyle said when he came howling out of the bathroom that morning. It was his yelling that awoke me, you see. Poor lad. He was already the target of so much ridicule, what with being the only Irish student in the whole school, and having such a horrid hair lip as to sound as though he had a cricket ball in his mouth. The bathroom door opened, and he spun out saying, "Lightning! Lightning shot right up me body, and now I'm making sparks! Sparks!" Then there was the time that Reggie put gunpowder in one of the cricket balls. Now, I should point out here, Mr. and Mrs. Smithers, that your son did receive an A in chemistry before his untimely dismissal. Nevertheless, as I was saying, our cricket master, Fergie McBatty, a ruddy Scotsman from Glasgow, was teaching a group of students how to hit a cricket a few months back. He asked for a new ball, and Reggie, in an uncharacteristic show of pupil obsequiousness, volunteered to get him a ball from the sports shed. I shall relate the rest of the story to you, as Mr. McBatty told me from his hospital bed. Poor man. He had all his facial hair burnt off in the blast, and he was not a handsome man to begin with. His bushy eyebrows and beard were rather welcome cover of his, shall we say, orangutangian features. So there I was, teaching me 9 o'clock cricket class, when wee little Reg volunteers to get me a ball. Now mind you, I was a mite suspicious what with Reg doing his usual prank is, but I thought I'd cut the lad a breaky. This was my fatal error. I tossed the ball in the air and struck it with all my might. And now mind you, I'm no dandy. Well, when the bat hit the deranged spear, it cracked like a board splitting across a rodeo clown's noggin. Gunpowder exploded all over my face and neck, and all my facial hair was burnt off in a wee bit of a second. Thanks be to Wattle patron saint of cricket that it didn't actually hurt too much. I just looked like a circus freak, what with me bald noggin shining like a new Rolls Royce. I'll thank you to keep Reggie far away from Fergie McBatty from now on. I can't afford another tenderizing by the whipper-snapper. So you see, those of us who escaped Reggie's earthly romps, such as this one, and other escapades such as the big spider in the sleeping mouth gab, retained much psychological damage, if escaping physically unscathed. And so, myself being a main target for your son's sadistic ministrations, found myself one bright fall morning at the bedside of none other than the deranged tot we all knew and once loved. I smiled to myself warmly as I remember with fondness the time he hung my under-trousers from the flagpole. And what a treat it was the time he burned me in effigy right as my annual parent-teacher meeting was ending. Yes, that was a real chuckle and a half. I remember all this as I smiled down at your slumbering child's cherubic little countenance, right before I smothered him with his pony toy. What's that, Mrs. Smithers? Oh, that was a birthday present from you, my. It's lovely. Very realistic colouring and features, and pleasingly thick. So, in summation, because of his Kafkaesque treatment of myself and his classmates, and the ruin of the reputation of my school, I think it good that it was I that was the instrument of your precious child's demise. Now, mind you, there were many more who would have soon taken the same course of action as I, the local constabulary included. I marveled at how simple I found it to gingerly place my two hands around your son's stuffed pony toy and press it round his foul little kumquat noggin until the raspy, guttural demon's breath of that wretched and foul hatchling of Satan passed no more through his blackened lungs into this, our precious earth. Ha! 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 Die, you wretched cretin! Yes, well, you will be receiving a full refund of all Reggie's tuition. And I suppose you'll be wanting his personal articles and such. His body, unfortunately, is unavailable, as the entire student body and I burned it in an ebullient frenzy while dancing around a fabricated maypole, scattering his ashes to the four winds. I have, in wake of proper ashes, crumbled a chocolate biscuit into a tin. Sorry about choking your son to death and all that. Now, speaking of biscuits, anyone for tea?